Yo, what's up? Today I'll be showing you how to color your own Blender scene in After Effects. So I'll be demonstrating with these three shots. Let's start with the first one. Add a adjustment layer. Let's add a Gaussian blur. Make the blurriness to 250 or 200. Press T and lower the opacity. This looks good. Okay, so I'll be adding another layer, and this one will be the blur. The edges look harsh, so I'll be adding a fast box blur with a percentage of 0.1. Yeah, this looks good. Let's add another layer. This will be the vignette. The default settings looks good, so I'm not gonna change it. Okay, so let's add another layer. This one will be the opposite of the vignette. I'll be focusing on the main character. After you added a mask, let's add a curves. Press M twice and increase the mask feather. So now we separated the foreground from the background. Okay, so now I'll be adding a glow in the lights. Duplicate the layer. Add it in the top. Change the layer to emit. You could use an EXR file or a PNG file. I'm using an EXR file, so that's why I can have all the layers from Blender to here. I'm gonna use the emit layer. Let's add a layer under it and call this one a glow. Change the modes to Luma Matte. So this layer will use the black and white to separate where the glow will be. Let's add a deep glow and lower the threshold. As you can see, we're only using the light from the emit layer. Let's switch off the layer. Let's go to the glow, add some exposure. Okay, so this looks good. Let's add a new adjustment layer and add an optics. Change the field of view and click on reverse lens distortion. This will add a curvature in the camera. And let's add a RGB split. As you can see, there is an RGB split effect. Okay, so now I'll be coloring everything. I'm gonna start with Lumetri color. Click on basic correction. I'm gonna increase the contrast and the blacks. I'm just playing with this setting to see what works. So I'm gonna go to the curves tab and add a S-curve. Let's go to the color wheel tab and add some blue in the shadows and orange in the highlight. Okay, this looks good. For the next effect, I'm gonna add a film convert. Switch the presets to see what works. I think the first one looks good, but let's lower the film chroma and film numa. Play with these parameters. I don't like the light on top, so I'm gonna add a layer, another layer, and add a curves. Let's mask the top of the clip. Press M twice to open the mask tab. add some feather. So I'm gonna switch the layer that we fixed now under the color correction layer. Everything looks saturated, so I'm gonna add a tint, make it like 10. Here I'm going through the layers and adjusting them. Well, that's it for the shot. As you can see the difference, there is a huge difference between the before and after. Now let's start with the next shot. So this one is from the last tutorial on how to create a Silent Hill environment. I will copy everything from this shot to the Silent Hill shot. I'm gonna delete the glow, the light fix, and the light focus. Reset everything. Delete the tint. And let's play with the colors. And that's it for the second shot. It's easy. You could use this as a startup file from the Gaussian blur to the optics and just play with the colors every time. And for the last shot, I'm gonna make it black and white, so I only need one layer. Lumetri color, basic correction, and make the saturation to 0. Add some contrast, lower the blacks, add vignette, and that's it for this shot. If you want, you could add a film convert and choose the black and white presets. As you can see, it looks like an old Japanese movie. You could lower the size of the grain. Yeah, this looks good. And that's it for this tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more tutorials and content. Stay tuned for my new short film, The Silent Age. Alright, see ya.